What's up, guys? Got back from Poland last night. Got to crank out a video. Still here in UK, but I'll be leaving late tonight, so you'll see this while I'm on my way home. Anyways, we got one here from MGTOW Reacts. Epidemic of loneliness in modern women. Men aren't dating anymore. Let's get into it.
Nothing will beat the feeling of finding a girl that isn't boy crazy, that isn't in a competition with you, that genuinely means all the compliments that she gives you and just has a kind heart. If you find a girl like that, I swear to God, she's your best friend. Marry her. Like, you're not going to find girls like that anymore.
So finding a kind-hearted girl who's not in competition with you. That's like spotting Bigfoot. Some claim it exists, but just fairy tales told by hopeful dreamers. Look, we're in an era where every dating app's a gladiator pit where we're supposed to believe there's a woman out there who isn't comparing you to every other dude. Yeah, right. She might mean those compliments today, but give it a minute. Tomorrow, she's going to be eyeing the next shiny thing on the social media. Best friend? Marry her? Sure, if you want to be part of the 50% who ride a divorce roller coaster. Truth is, today's culture promotes competition over companionship. Chasing that unicorn will just leave you broken and bitter. Next.
I want a boyfriend, but I don't feel like dating. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
No, it doesn't make sense.
Listen, okay.
Yeah. Oh, I was like, yes, absolutely.
Yes. Okay, listen, I want to be in a relationship, snap my finger right now, he's next to me. But I don't feel like, nor do I want to spend the energy dating, texting, playing it cool, looking perfect, because that's like 3 months of just consistent trying to make someone like you.
Really exhausting.
It's a
You go
lot.
on so many dates, and then you have to decide when you can, take the next step. And
Okay, maybe this is only for us and Chris can't understand.
so pessimistic.
Because do you know how long it takes us to get ready for a date?
Probably a while, yeah.
A very long time. It's exhausting.
Yeah.
So I'm just like,
it's a lot of effort for us.
So boyfriend without dating, it's like we've entered the era of want a six-pack without working out stage of romance. Just like taking Ozempic to lose weight because you don't want to eat healthy and hit the gym. She wants a guy without the effort of getting to know him. That's called, a one-night stand. Here's a revelation. Meaningful relationships take work. Sorry if texting and looking perfect is a chore, but the real connections aren't like ordering from Amazon Prime. So yeah, by all means, find that magic boyfriend who will just appear. But here's the reality check. If it's too exhausting to put in effort, maybe you don't really want a relationship, you want a trophy. Men are figuring this out, and that's why they're choosing solitude over a circus.
I figured it out. I know where all of the men who are seeking emotional connection and mental connection and spiritual connection are. Are you ready to hear where they are? They're at home. They're at the gym. They're at work. They're busy healing themselves, and they don't have any more time to be seeking out different people at bars or clubs or out in the streets, because that's not where they are. All right? If you are looking for one, find them at your local grocery store. Find them at your local gym. All right? This is where they are because they are focused. They are tired of having women take advantage of them. They are tired of getting manipulated, and apparently they have all just dealt with a lot of narcissist people, and they're just sick of it.
Yeah, she's not wrong. Men are looking for an emotional and spiritual connection these days, or at the gym, at work, or just chilling alone. Why? Because bars, clubs, and dating apps have become the hunting ground for games and manipulation. And who's sick of it? Men are. They're done being the emotional piñatas for narcissists. So yeah, if you're hunting for a guy, don't expect him to be on display at some club or scrolling on Tinder. He's too busy working on himself or avoiding other relationships that turn into an emotional sponge. Men are waking up and they're choosing peace over drama, and that's why you can't find them.
So a girl made a video about this on TikTok, and it's put in the most simple terms. I would say every girl I know right now wants a man who is masculine and a leader. And obviously that comes with like asserting dominance and all these things. And all these women want this, but then no women want to listen. They don't want to listen to the leader. So they want the leader, but then they're not going to listen. And it's so funny because it really comes down to like not listening to them is not only just extremely demasculating to them, it's like, so why would they want to be with you? They would go be with a woman who's more feminine and like willing to listen. This is not like, I'm not talking about controlling crazy guys. I'm talking about this is what a strong man in his masculine is. So it's like when you're, doing the whole feminine, new wave feminism, girl boss, I don't listen to anyone, then that's okay. There's a reason why the statistics are saying that all you guys are going to be single and unmarried in the next like 20 years is because you're not listening.
So women want a leader and then refuse to follow, and that's nothing new. They want a strong man, but heaven forbid they respect this decision. Strong men are toxic, and ladies, you can't have it both ways. You want a lion, but you want to treat him like a house cat. Guys are catching on to this bullshit, and they're learning that if they want respect, they're better off being single than being belittled by a strong, independent woman who don't need no man. We've got stats predicting half the women will be single by mid-century. Enjoy your box wine and cats. Yet somehow it's society's fault and not all related to the you go girl culture that men are just accessories. Spoiler, it's not. Men are going where they're appreciated, and that's not with a boss babe who treats them like an employee. They're getting their passports and saying to hell with the West.
Let's talk about some of the ways you can train any guy into giving you the behavior that you want. How to get that princess treatment without begging for it. Rule number 1 is that men do not respond to nagging, okay? Don't ever nag for something that you want. You can 100% be straightforward about your needs, but if you're asking him to get you flowers or asking him to open the car door for you, he's not going to do it. I feel like it's also just an internal downgrade of your standards if you have to sit there begging him to meet your needs. So this is what you're going to do instead.
When they're putting on their war paint while doing a video, I don't know if anybody remembers, there was a scene in Liar Liar where Jim Carrey was in a boardroom telling everybody what he thought of him, and it was like a roast, and he grabbed the guy's hairpiece and slammed it on the wall. He's like, "Ooh." That's what I think about when they're doing their war paint. Anyways, got a little chuckle out of it. But, training your guy to give you the princess treatment, it's are we in obedience school? I don't think so. Ladies, relationships aren't about mind control. Men aren't lab rats waiting to be trained into buying flowers or opening doors. Real respect, that's earned, not conditioned. And a newsflash, men don't like being nagged. That's true, but they also don't respond well to manipulation. And here's a tip. If you're with a guy who doesn't naturally care about you, then maybe the issue isn't him. It's with you that you chose a dud. And lowering your standards to train him, well, that's just setting yourself up for a lifetime of disappointment. Men can sense manipulation a mile away. Train him and he'll be running out the door faster than you could say princess treatment.
Ladies.
Yes?
If he's not offering to pay for your manicure pedicure.
And why exactly should he be paying for that? One's own personal beauty maintenance should be one's own personal responsibility.
Really, what is he doing with that money?
Oh, I think I know the answer to this one. He could be paying his bills, paying his rent or his house payment, saving away for his retirement. Doing something useful with his money.
Because you deserve your nails done. And he should be paying.
Is anyone else getting the feeling that a lot of these so-called independent women really aren't independent at all?
And if he hasn't gotten the hint by now, just send him this video. Just give him a little sign. A wake-up call.
Well, that'll be quite a wake-up call. Quite a doozy, in fact, I'd imagine. Just imagine getting sent this video, only to realize that you're not actually with someone who wants to be with you because of who you are, but what they can get out of you, sponging off of you so that they can get the things paid for that they want. What a great way to find out that one is not in a great relationship.
Yep, Lady J always spits the truth out there. Why should men pay for your nails? He shouldn't. Self-care is a self thing. If you're really an independent woman, why is your manicure bills his problem? It sounds more like a you problem to me. This entitlement mindset is just pure comedy. A lot of women want equal rights, but will keep one hand out asking for free stuff. And guys are starting to realize that these independent women are far from it, because if he's paying for every little thing, guess what? You're not really independent. Nothing wakes a man up faster than realizing he's being seen as a human ATM. And for what? So he could be drained dry by your path to empowerment? Kiss my ass.
How did we get to the point where women are choosing careers over relationships and men are choosing solitude over relationships? At what point did we decide that being alone is more beneficial than being together with someone? It's really sad to see that more and more people, especially men, are checking out of dating and are giving up on finding their soulmate or finding a compatible partner to be with. And I think a lot of people forget that we are and we will always be stronger as a team, two people together. Two halves of a whole will always go further in life, faster in life, and be happier in life than other people who choose to stay alone and be alone forever.
And why are men choosing solitude? That's simple. It's because they're tired of being penalized in a relationship. Society's made being single more appealing than dealing with unrealistic expectations. Men aren't giving up on relationship. They're just opting out of a system rigged against them. Let's be real. Between the family courts, alimony, and dating apps, a relationship for men today often mean a life of sacrifice with none of the promised support. The tragedy is we've been sold this independence mantra, forgetting that we're hardwired for partnership. But until society sees men as more than an emotional ATM, solitude is just a a smarter and safer choice. We're here because corporations and elites have found a gold mine in division. Divide the family unit, convince women that men are the enemy, and profit off the breakdown. Media and social platforms dangle fantasies and superficial values, while the reality, people are lonelier than ever now, burnt out on relationships, that feel like a power struggle. Men and women take value with each other's unique strengths instead of buying into this me first bullshit. Rebuild the family structure, focus on genuine connections, and reject the consumer culture that thrives on broken homes. Only then we can salvage what's left of real relationships. Or to say to hell with it, vote with your feet and wallet, get your passports, and leave the West. Anyways, guys, that's the end of the video here. If you like what you've seen today, hit that like button, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Drop me a comment down below on what you think, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.